Welcome back, all you lovely land crabs. So, what we want to do, what I'm thinking of doing today in Aether Iron is going on a little shopping spree and then start tackling one of the quests we got. So let's see here. We have a quest where the objective is to prepare to derail the White Street train. So that one is a deal we made with Tatiana to get some better armaments, I guess. We might want to tackle that one. I'm not sure yet. Uh, Travel to the Raven district, track down needles, to try and get some high-end paint jobs, I guess. Um, and then we have acquired the barge. We meet with Cress's contact, so that's the jailbreak quest. And then we have the quest for Nellie, or the thing that Nellie wanted to do. She wanted to investigate the well. So travel to the abandoned Eiffel rig. Eiffel rig. Yeah, I'm not quite sure which of these we want to do, but I think we will more than probably kick off the side quest first. So, Tatiana has some engines that we might want to buy because it will give us, I believe, 5 more AP to play around with. But weight is plus 3. So, I'm just gonna look around at. Let's go and check out Chris's shop and see if we can what we can buy from her. If she has something to buy, that is. There we have the staff, we have the crew, paint job, workbench, workshop, scrap parts. Oh, nothing there. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like she got
Back already,
anything
huh?
for sale. Nope,
Drive safe.
she doesn't. So let's get back out and buy that engine because it seems rather nice. Actually, let's grab that engine. Place it there. And then after we remove the old engine, we are going to sell that one to her, I believe. So let's go to the workshop here and install that new engine we just picked up. Nice. And Chris has an engine of plus 7 AP, so that's fine. However, yes, confirm. However, I would like to give her a weapon. If we can, we got the pistol. Okay, give me a second, I need to figure something out. Yeah, so basically we are looking to upgrade our car with mostly everything now. We got some money, 116. So where do we want to go? Well, to White Street it is. Just had a little drink there. Cheers to you. Hope you all are having something nice in your glasses. So the plan right now is try to do the quest for Nelly and get down to this shop and buy some things. Or from the quartermaster up here. And then we will see. But here is the quest for Chris, and here is the quest to find that needles guy that we don't really like for some reason. I'm sure we will find out. Anyway, I will just get a save going. Fine. There we go. Let's move.
The air's crisp, the sky's clear, and I've mostly tuned out the kids chirping. Everything's fine, till darkness begins to creep onto the road.
You keep saying you're not a pirate, but really, how different is a smuggler? You've got weapons, a ship, a secret island. You just need a talkative parrot on your shoulder to...
Who says I ain't a real pirate girlie? Arr. Okay.
It must have been a direct hit from lightning. I checked the dash, looking for malfunctions. Sure enough, one of the hard points isn't responding. Damn it. We're hitting an Aether storm. Hold on, kid. This is going to get bumpy.
Keep the course is a daredevil, and it's an easy one. Let's try it. We got a 72% chance to hit this. So keep the course. Nice. We made it. Gain 10 XP.
Another flash of light and the kid's door swings open as I begin to lose control of the car. I wrestle control of the beast and drop into a trench to keep us protected. You okay?
Yeah.
The girl's adventurous smile only falters when a sudden, violent gust shakes the car, pulling one of my weapons off like a vacuum cleaner from hell and sending it down the street.
Okay, that's not good.
Damn it, why that one? Cheer up, kid. We're still alive and well storms don't last long this far out. Should clear up soon.
How do you know?
I just do. Like a courteous dance partner, the storm seems to dissipate at my cue. I watch as it continues to waltz down the street, carrying my weapon and a vortex of trash with it.
Hey, you stealing wind? Give me back my pistol.
Aren't we going
I
to
need
chase
that.
after it? You can't be a proper pirate without your cannons.
Nelly, I'm not a pirate.
Yep, we are not leaving our gun either, even though it's crappy.
Okay, let's go.
Seaward ho!
Now, where did my weapon go? I guess we are going over here.
I drive after the flying gun, following it until it disappears into a row of sickly houses slumped over a crumbling edge. They lean over the void longingly, contemplating the jump.
Amazing.
Towards the top of one of the houses, a newly broken window draws my attention, its glass shards scattered on the street. Look, the glass hasn't been cleaned up or taken by the wind. Bet you our weapon flew through there.
Oh, I hope no one was hurt inside. We should go check, even if it wasn't our gun. Make sure they're okay.
Nellie hops out of my car before I even turn off the ignition. She's up to the front door in a giddy flash. Hey, kid, hold on. Something isn't right. These houses weren't abandoned. Signs of life in some hung laundry or fresh trash made that clear. But where is everyone?
Check the house, jump through. Nearly impossible, even though we have investigated. We have invested a lot in that. That's nearly impossible. That's that's an 8% chance. Let's try it anyway. No way. We are not gonna re-roll that one. We're not gonna waste one of the re-rolling dice trinkets on almost impossible trick.
Just silence. Only the well growls, looming in the background like a massive, hungry shark.
Look for other people.
Nellie, do you hear anyone? There's evidence of toys, but no children. I search window to window of the houses nearby. All are dark or have their curtains drawn.
I don't hear anything, but the wind is quite loud. Do you?
Nothing. Not a footstep or pin drop. The whole street is emptier than a ghost town without a tumbleweed.
Well, let's go in.
All right, let's go in. But we need to be quick, in and out.
Look around the main floor, call out, go upstairs. Let's look around the
Nellie
main floor.
hangs back, her enthusiasm vanishing at the smell. The culprit isn't easily identifiable. It comes from strewn blankets and piles of trash. Someone still lives here, and the telltale signs of serious illness seep out of every corner of the room.
This is just horrible.
It's why we consolidated into floating cities. The disease got to the ground and it seemed to stay there. Killed off livestock, most of the crops. Took a while before we could adapt and recover.
Ah, so the ground is contaminated with something.
But it continues to find its way where it's not welcome. Upstairs, quick. We shouldn't stay here longer than we have to. Anyone there?
We are trying to call out.
The house creaks and flies buzz in response. The staircase
upstairs.
complains at our steps, amplified by the eerie silence hanging throughout the rest of the house. Maybe they're already dead. We make our way into a sitting room, about where I expect the upper window to open into. Sure enough, lying in a loose pile of dead rags is the rogue flying weapon.
We found it.
Sure. Now, let's get out of here. I turn toward the staircase at a quick walk, but just as we make it out of the sitting room, there's a loud cough from across the hall.
Ignore it and leave or shake your head. What? What will this do?
The
Shake
kid
your
gives
head.
me a pleading look, her heart making a mess all over her sleeve.
What if they need help?
Nellie, we can't. We have to go. They're sick with the wasting, probably dead already. We need to go. The kid throws me the stink eye and about faces down the hall. Hey, wait! Careful! Slumped against the far wall are 3 blanket-covered lumps, melting into the floor and only distinguishable as alive by an occasional cough. One lump leans forward and blinks. The blanket falls off his head, revealing wispy patches of hair and blue stains covering a peeling face.
I've never seen it get this bad.
It's too far gone, and there's nothing you can do. White Street probably has cleaners on their way already. We should leave before they show up.
I can help, Gia.
Ask what she means to do. Let Nelly try to help or insist on leaving. Yeah, Nelly, what do you think that you are able to do here?
How are you going to help? Look at them. Nobody comes back from that.
I know Aether better than anyone, and I know how to help with the wasting. A little. Anyway, please, just let me try. I don't think I'm at any risk.
The wasting picks its victims at random, but you never hear about it spreading to the body men down in the burn pits. It's not a foregone conclusion we'll get it.
I don't think Nelly will be too happy with us if we leave now. Let's see what she can do. Let Nelly try to
Okay,
help.
Nelly. This is against my better judgment, but you can try. The adventurous spirit from earlier is replaced with a look of concentration, like a chess player about to make a move. She reaches into a fold of her dress, producing a small orange case. Flipping it open, she pulls out an ornate syringe and needle. Several pristine vials fill the case.
Ask her about the syringe.
You carry an orange kit around with you.
You really should keep yours with you, too. We'll have to find a spare later. Wouldn't want to be stuck without one.
Kid, those aren't all too common around here. Don't have one myself. Might be a while before you find another. The girl pauses briefly before continuing forward.
What's the use of having one if you don't use it?
Point out it's too late or let her work. This option will help us learn some more, it seems, so point out it's
Nelly.
too late.
She spares me an eye and a set of pursed lips, challenging me to say that her attempt at saving these people was meaningless. Guess I don't have it in me.
Let her work.
She roughly tugs the blanket off the man's arm before stabbing him with the needle. Very little bedside manner, but the man doesn't flinch. Nelly repeats the process with his wife and child, giving each a vial till her kit was empty. They might all be in the depths of too much misery to register the pain.
Well, we are using valuable medicine, but I think this will help Nelly feel a bit better, and I think that's more important. And also saving people either way is important.
There. With any luck, that should do it.
The stricken family begins to stir, rising from their early graves. Whatever the kid gave them, that wasn't any orange kit. Definitely not something you could find at a clinic down here.
What? The pain is going away.
Shh. It's going to take a while before it takes full effect. You all need to rest now.
He looks us over with real understanding for the first time, noticing the weapon I'm carrying.
Was that yours? Smashed through the window a while back?
Apologize for the broken window, shrug it off. Yeah, let's be polite. Let's apologize, even though it isn't really our fault.
I'm sorry about the window.
Don't be sorry. You wouldn't have found us if it hadn't flown through.
He struggles to his feet, pointing to a hunk of metal in the corner of the room. On second glance, it looks like an expensive part off a 33 Chaser, if a little worse from flight. Or landing.
You like that one? It's yours. We get junk flying into our place all the time.
Thank you. So, what's this? This is a jumping repulsor. These repulsors have an overloaded capacity, providing the ability to jump during combat. Hey! Nice. Ram a target vehicle into the adjacent cell, damaging the hit vehicle and yourself. So that's 2 jamming, and then jump. How far can we jump? It costs 2 AP to jump. Well, that's nice, and we got back our pistol. So, yay! Thank you.
Much obliged.
I don't know what you did, but I can't thank you enough for it. Are we going to be okay?
In a jiffy. Just take it easy for a while, okay? And you might need to move.
Thank you.
We head out to somewhat fresher air. Nellie pauses to look out past the edge at the well.
Those people in the house. It's the well doing it, I think.
The wasting existed before the well. It's just a disease like any other, if a terrible one.
I don't think so. It's the Aether, Gia. You're too close to it.
Aether's all around us. If it was that, we'd all have the wasting.
It's more than that. The well spits it out, something awful. These people have been too close for too long.
Yeah, I would tend to believe the Aether professor here. I sure hope we won't need medicine to save some like dying group of children or something later on, but oh well, we saved this family. It makes us feel good and it keeps Nelly happy. Ask Nelly about the special orange kit.
That was a pretty potent orange kit you had. Didn't know they could work like that. They were one step away from the crematorium.
It was a gift from a friend of mine. I guess I didn't know how special it was.
The Heights really has all the answers. Too bad they won't share any of them. I've backed the kid into a corner, and now she's lost without an out. She's good at heart. I should throw her a lifeline. I know that's not your fault, kid. I know you want to save them all.
As I said before, a heart of gold in Gia.
I will. I promise.
Ask if she has any more orange kits. I don't believe so.
You have any more of those miracle orange kits? They'd come in handy later.
No. That was the only one I had.
Know where we can find some?
Sorry, I needed to sneeze there and not to blow your eardrums out.
Well, if we visit the Heights anytime soon, but even then, the only person that had it
Is your late professor.
I think that was the last of it, Gia. I'm sorry.
Head back to our
We should get going. Come on.
Maybe we're not pirates, Gia, but I'm not sure you're just a smuggler either.
The observation sets up camp in my head and refuses to leave.
Knife on the edge. Mission completed. Okay, now let's get to this abandoned Aether barge. The quest for them.
Thanks for the help, Gia. This research really is important. I'm glad you can see sense, unlike that Mr. Throg.
He's just an old sailory boy.
Hey, take it easy on him, okay? He's a good egg. And he's right about the well. You shouldn't have tried to go by yourself.
That's true.
She shuffles in her seat, adjusting like an agitated bird in a nest of thorns before changing the subject.
What you said before about ghosts, Where are we going exactly?
An old Aether rig still floating just off the edge. Nasty storm years back. Strong even for the well. Killed the whole crew. Though some still say their spirits keep it afloat.
Ooh. Ghosts there be.
Wait, you don't actually believe in ghosts, do you?
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Do.
The vast hulk of the abandoned Aether collector rusts in the crisp air, its looming broken silhouette stark against the swirling mass of the well.
They're not just scientifically possible, Gia. What do I have to say to prove to you?
Shh! What was that? Lights in the mist, forms in the dark, and sounds in the silence. Science be damned. I can feel the dead. They're here.
I see dead
Oh,
people.
please. There's nothing out there, Gia. The place is coming apart. Those sounds were just...
She sees it first, and I follow her line of sight where the fog pools heaviest in the gloom. There, from within the creaking metal and whispering winds, a specter appears.
You should not be here.
Spectre in diving suit. I think the Scooby-Doo crew would have a field day. Who is behind the monster mask today? Draw your pistol. I don't want to ignore the ghost or man in the diving suit. But why? Let's get some XP. I don't know why I just can't talk to him, but anyway. Let's try a dodger check. It's needs 183%. Roll them die. And we gain 12 XP. We need that for level ups.
Like water down a cliff face, my hand flows quickly to my sidearm. The pistol slides out just as easily. A whispered click stops the shadow where it stands. That's close enough.
Oh, now look at that. What do you think, Newsom? Real pretty. Italian made. 7 shots. Real pretty. No, I'm not gonna ask to hold it. That's not polite.
He seems fun.
Who else is there? Nellie, get ready to go.
He ain't talking to anyone else. Yeah.
Who else? No, don't you worry. It's just Newsom, Rollins, Turner. Samuels is around here somewhere. We're all too busy keeping this thing afloat. All too busy. Oh, I need to check the lower decks. Make sure the pressure chambers are intact. Yes, of course I need to check them again. Shh. Just let me do my job, Newsom.
The ghost walks off, the fog swirling around him. Too long of a blink and I'm sure he'll disappear into the atmosphere.
Oh, wait, hello, Mr. Ghost. We won't be long. Was hoping to just take a look at the well.
Ghost!
Ghost? Oh no! Name's Roscoe, Chief Ballasman here on the Chamberlain. Then please, take all the time you need. Newsom and the others appreciate having prettier faces than mine around.
Okay, fella.
I can't believe you thought he was actually a ghost. He's just an old Darkman in a high-altitude suit.
Yep.
I'm still not convinced.
Now come on, let's get things set up.
Okay, Nelly. So, we have a broken down rig that we can interact with. If you hit Alt, by the way, you can highlight things that you're able to check out on the map. So let's see here. We have a door to interact with. We have a shadowy catalog to interact with. We can talk to Ramat. Let's see over here if we have something. Over there we have the well to interact with. When we do that, let's talk some more to this guy.
The ghostly remnant of an old derrickman weaves in place, his helmet emitting a warm, buzzing drone, somewhere between radio static and the crackling of the last coals of a bonfire.
You don't have to stare. I'm telling you, he's not a ghost. The dead can't talk, Gia. They don't have functioning vocal cords.
I don't know about that, Nelly, but you're right. I don't believe this is a ghost.
Stranger things have happened.
He's just a person. Probably been suffering the deleterious effects of living so close to the well. Sir, do you have headache and delusions?
Could we have used the medicine on him?
I want to hear what the little lady has to say. I can't hear with you droning on about birds. What was that?
Ask how he's
How are you still
survived.
kicking, out here all by yourself?
By myself? I'm not alone. We all take care of each other up here. All of us.
The Baron doesn't give you any trouble?
No. Mr. Broderick is quite kindly. Keeps us well fed. I only wish that man would shave. Yuck! Disgusting rodent on his face.
Okay.
Broderick. Rings a bell. One of the old barons of New York. Not a name I'd heard since Zio told stories about the Days of Blood, when Eli first started taking territory and executing his rivals. And the well?
The well? The well? Oh! I've heard of that thing. A strong wind off New York shows up in the winter. Don't worry, young lady. Storms come and go, come and go.
Come and go burrows into my ear, nesting in the part of my brain concerned with old memories. A radio advertisement as a kid talking about how the well was nothing to worry about.
Ask about the rig.
You the only one keeping this hulk in the sky?
Nope, he got some friends up in his brain.
Not me. No. The Aether.
It's been, what, 30 years since this thing went out trawling? Without a refuel, the Aether levels can't still be enough.
Yes, they can. You youngsters, you don't appreciate Aether. You didn't see it. When we first found it, it changed everything. The world became a circus. A magical circus.
Sure, buddy. Sure thing.
It's amusing, at least for the first few minutes, hearing the old man talk about how the world changed, how circuses changed, but I don't have all day. Ahem.
And as for zebras... Oh, you're right. You didn't ask about zebras. You wanted to know about vacuums.
No, what about zebras, dude? Let's talk about zebras.
Madonna help me.
You see, this old rig, she's just one big vacuum. Collects Aether even when she's sitting still. As long as I keep those engines going, she'll stay up here forever.
Yeah, let's ask about the voices, but I believe we've already figured out what's going on here, right? right, gents and ladies?
Who is that you're talking to?
You?
No, I mean when...
Shh. Newsom, the lady is talking. You were saying?
Never mind.
Yep. I believe he really misses his old colleagues. That's just it. He's really lonely. Ask for old records on the well.
My friend here is studying the well. We were hoping you might have some old records from what it looked like back when your rig was airborne.
Yes! Well, I was quite the dancer in my day. A real aficionado of the old ragtime. Of course, it was new back when I was on the prowl.
Pardon?
Oh, don't worry. I don't have any dance left in me. But I still have a few of the old records left.
The man trudges to a small alcove made of detritus and rust, pulling out a box of records, most falling apart due to the moisture.
That could be useful for Nelly, I guess, getting a point of reference. Or when it started, I guess.
Here, this one should still work. I hope you enjoy. You look like quite the dancer. Quite the dancer.
Inventory updated, plus one Aether record added to pocket. Nice. Let's read.
Thanks. This has been very, illuminating.
Anytime, youngster. You've been a wonderful student. You make me feel like a proud papa.
Keep your hands to yourself, Papa. Let's see if he has anything more to say.
Yes, you are the real one.
Yes, the real one. Yes.
Thanks. This has been very, illuminating.
Anytime, youngster. You've been a wonderful student. You make me feel like a proud...
Okay. Let's investigate then. Let's interact with, shall we...
My childhood superstition looms above like a meteorite, frozen in space, but always on the brink of crashing to the Earth. Maybe there is something to what the scientist is saying.
Let's interact with the door.
Maybe it's memories of old stories, or the rusted corpse we're standing on. But the door strikes me with a dread reserved for a coffin lid. Who knows what ghosts lie sealed behind it?
Pick the log, it's a 50-50 chance. You need Phantom skill for that, but let's try it. Damn it! Okay, I only have one of these to re-roll, and yeah, let's not waste that one. We might really need it at some point.
Ah, hell. I never back down from checking the closet for monsters. I fish out my lockpicks. Every click and twist, I hear nothing but the creak of metal. I breathe a sigh of relief a moment too soon. The broken handle hits the deck like a model skeleton falling out of a closet. I nearly fall backwards in shock.
Okay, so we missed something there, I'm sure about it, but it will be fine.
The motionless Aether rig stands as a lonely grave marker to a dead era. A eulogy to our first stumbling steps into the sky.
Let's have a chat with Nelly.
Come on, help me set this equipment up.
There isn't much for me to do, but I think the kid enjoys bossing me around. Her self-satisfied smugness reminds me of how I felt when I first called my father William as a child.
There. And can you move this? Now, these over there. Gia, that's glass. Just be more careful, please. One more thing. By the panel. No, the other panel.
Which panel, Nelly?
Eventually, Nellie stops giving orders, and I'm fossilized along the sidelines, turning into little more than a paperweight in a coat. This is a whole lot of, scientific equipment. What are you trying to build?
Well, in the absence of a Pfeiffer trap to collect the Aether in the air around us, I'll need to improvise.
She accents her determination with a sudden drop of a crate full of junk I recognize from the various ditches and drains in the hole. The Radish King is splattered in faded paint along the side.
You really should pay more attention to the garbage lying around the hole. I found parts of a cyclotron just laying around. Oh, and a 1925 Hethelbaum cathode.
I'm sure that's all gonna come in handy.
I couldn't find any thorium, though. The experiment can work without it. Hopefully. But since we're on an old Aether rig, there has to be some around here. Think you can find some?
I'm sure I understand. I understood at least half of what you just said. Oh my god. Brainiac, should we try it? It's a 58% chance. Try to impress Nelly with your Aether knowledge. Ask about thorium. Pretend to know what thorium is. Let's try it. It's a 50-50. And we got it. 6 XP.
We called it winter greens down in the burrows. Everyone scavenged thorium, but it was easiest when the cold came since the ice wouldn't stick. All you'd see is olive patches dotting the snow.
I would have much rather opened that door with a 50-50 chance, but I'm curious what's in there. But we have no way of getting into that room now, so let's try to forget about all the sweet, sweet words.
We'll be lucky to find any after all this time. The thorium market is sizable, and this place would have had most of its supply stripped years ago. What's left is likely heavily oxidized anyway.
You're probably right. But really, any amount of it would help. I guess you'll have to find something that's been looked over.
I think back to cold December mornings scrounging old fallen islands, and a cache of bright emerald thorium-glazed ceramics that stood out in the snow. Wonder if the rig has any green cups.
New objective, help Nelly set up her experiment. Oh, talk to Nelly, I mean. Let's just interact with
Strange how Nellie seems so afraid of the thing. It's really no different than the sun or the moon. It just exists.
Find anything?
Oh, let's try to find. Oh,
Not
we are
yet.
looking for.
There
we
has
are
to be
looking
something
for
around
thorium.
here. Maybe that old ghost knows something.
Yep.
Yes, you are the real one.
Ask about thorium.
I'm looking for some thorium. Know of any still on the rig?
Thorium? Thorium. Thorium!
From the drifting eye, I know I'd have more luck asking a sailor about interior bauhaus arrangements.
Thorium. Thor. Thor?
No need to hurt yourself, old man.
No, no, no. Thor isn't here. He isn't anywhere. There is only one God. If you're having trouble remembering that, best try the recreation center. A cool drink can clear the senses.
Thanks. This has been very,
Anytime, youngster.
I didn't see that earlier. Help
There was one summer where we saw Zio off on a ship bound for the Congo. The captain allowed us on the helm for a peek, and I can't remember ever feeling more ready to explore the world. Unfortunately, the only adventure this mausoleum inspires is one that takes place entirely inside a dusty graveyard. There's barely anything other than mangled junk buried here.
Investigate the
A
space.
well-worn captain's chair tilts sadly in the center of the room, disappointed at a life now stationary and unburdened. Maybe just a quick... I gingerly sit down, bracing myself for the thing to collapse. It holds, and for a moment, I imagine soaring across the Atlantic to some foreign shore and away from here.
Let's use another brainiac check, 50-50, to search for thorium. Nice, we succeeded. We gained 13
Hidden
XP.
under an old coat that has lent its life supporting generations of moths, I find a beat-up spyglass with a cracked lens. The smallest tint of amber indicating the presence of thorium. This should work.
Oh, nice. Let's interact with the machinery.
One of the panels into the inner machinery of the rig repeatedly shifts in the wind, barely held down by a screw that likely wished its existence would end. A quick pull and the whole thing rends free, revealing a dark, seemingly endless cavity into the guts of the rig. Most of those guts, unfortunately, have been eviscerated beyond recognition. Damn it. This part's already been scavenged.
Let's investigate the space
I
again.
poke around the scraps of other scavengers, looking for anything that could possibly work. The most I find is a clump of something tarnished dangling from a mangled hose.
Metallic junk added to inventory. Okay, some scrap metal. Let's use Brainiac. Oh, Grease Monkey this time, and search for thorium is only a 41% chance. But let's try it. It says this is Grease Monkey plus 1. Can I... Oh, Chris actually leveled up, so let's give her some more points. We were giving her, yeah, more AP stuff. So let's work on her Grease Monkey for now, because that fits her character. Let's work on the Daredevil thing later on. There we go. I'm just trying to see if I can... Oh, and we also have one extra point. I am thinking... Let me think for a second. Yeah, let's keep working on her gumshoe for a bit. Because our smooth talker is quite high at the moment. There we go. I wonder when Nellie's gonna become a party member, or maybe she won't. I'm just wondering how to select which party member is doing the check, but I guess Chris is just gonna add a bonus here. Let's try it. Yep.
Not what I needed, but I'll take it.
Then there we got the lockpicks that would have enabled us to re-roll that failed phantom check to get into that room up there. Let's interact with broken down
Whatever
ring again.
optimism they felt then,
Okay.
whatever bright skyward, my childhood superstition looms above like a meteorite, frozen in space, but always on the brink of crashing to the earth. Maybe there is something to what the scientist is saying.
Recreational center.
Lit by windows, frosted with time, the elements, and entropy, the space between rancid wooden benches is pocked with abandoned plates and cups.
Investigate the space.
No one has been here in ages. The grime along the floor and windows is thick enough to deep fry a whole pig.
Let's try to search for some thorium. 83 brainiac. Skill check at 83% chance of succeeding. Let's try it. Roll them dice. Nice. And 11 HP.
Isn't it my
Good.
lucky day?
Matchbook added to TS car. What's this? Matchbook. Rerolled failed smooth talk your checks. Ah, nice. I don't think that will be happening anytime soon, but nice to have. Okay, so let's sort to Nelly now that we have some thorium.
Find anything?
Items with thorium. Spyglass. Give her the metallic junk. Okay, so give her the metallic junk with some thorium.
All the scrap in the place looks the same, but maybe this will work.
Oh, no, that's just shiny. Thanks for trying, though. Find anything?
Yep. Give her the item with thorium, the spyglass.
Yeah, here. What do you think? Maybe you should be calling me Doc from now on.
Oh, you found some! That's perfect.
Doc?
With fast hands, the kid gets to work, bending, breaking, and binding her crate of junk with the small amount of thorium I was able to find. Is that...
It's not a real Pfeiffer trap, but it's close. It will help measure the amount of naturally occurring Aether in the air. I should be able to compare the data with Lorenzo's Aether constant to see what local saturation looks like.
Uh-huh. Care to explain?
She bites her tongue as she focuses on what seems to be the last part of her little machine.
Then maybe we can get some insight on where the well is drawing all this extra mass from. And done.
The box begins to emit a soft glow and whir like a carnival novelty attraction.
Now to wait.
More clicks, more whirs, more clicks, the occasional chirp. Not even the swirling chaos of the well seems interesting enough to alleviate the wait.
Ask Nelly about the project.
I take it this basket of junk makes you miss home and all of its shiny, top-of-the-line gear.
No, hadn't thought about it actually. But I didn't need any fancy stuff for this. This is just, well...
She holds out her hands as if presenting her little machine like a talented, ball-juggling seal on a circus stage.
This is just... simple.
Simple? So, any one of you could have roped some trash together and found out the world was ending down here?
No, that's not... You know that's not what I mean.
I didn't intend to put poison in that joke, but the girl seems to swell up all the same.
I don't know why no one's caught it. They should have. I should have. But I'm here now. You don't have to bring up that I'm from the Heights every time.
Fair point. Yeah, fair point.
Okay. Was just teasing you, kid. I know you care.
Ask Nelly about the ghost.
Glad he's keeping his distance. Makes me uneasy, him roaming about. I lob my eyes and chin towards the muttering man in a high-altitude suit. I'm not discreet, but I don't think he'd notice if I threw a rotten tomato at him.
Poor man. He has to have the wasting under all those layers. No wonder he's seeing things. He has to be in so much pain.
Yeah, so if we would not have used the medicine, we might have been able to use it on him, but I'd rather save an entire family.
After all this time, he'd be dead. That head would be bright blue for starters.
Unless maybe... We studied rare cases in Olympus Park. Patients who showed no outward signs of the wasting, but had gone mad.
Or perhaps not then. Perhaps the medicine would have done nothing for him, being so long gone and having no symptoms except for some minor psychological issues.
How'd you know they had the wasting then?
After they die, we'd watch an autopsy. The brain was... different. Changed. I had to leave before Dr. Monitz finished. I didn't like seeing a human person like that. All taken apart.
Ask Nelly if the machine is done.
Got enough to go on?
Let's see... Oh, yes! This is perfect! Exactly what I needed to help continue my experiments.
Very nice.
I do know my thorium. Nellie turns away from her machine, fresh plastered smile from the victory still smeared on her face. She gives a small curtsy.
Of course! I never doubted you, Lady Sif.
Lady Sif?
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Just a joke we'd make back home.
Okay. A ghost in the rigging, mission complete. So what now? Yeah, White Street train thingy missions. So it seems that the side mission is done. Laying wait for the train, track down needles, and acquire the part. Yep. So let's cut it out for now on this old ship and get back on the road in a little while. See you then. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Bye bye.